to not say, Houston, there's a light out there that's following us.
And what the hell is that? You know, what is that? And I couldn't even talk. I was just amazed at what I was seeing.
This is the Beast of the Week podcast.
So fucking Dr. Phil watched Dr. Oz's face get peeled off, and now Oprah wears it, and that's why Dr. Phil's the way he is now.
Oh, that would be
Dr. Phil's
fantastic.
powerful. Don't you dare talk.
I don't like this fantasy fiction that you have just woven.
We had a whole thing to talk about, but let's talk about talk show hosts savagely brutalizing people.
It's not even other people, it's each other.
The Hunger
like
Games.
Celebrity Deathmatch with like Steve Harvey.
Oh, remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
Not really.
That-
I
all.
missed that. It
Specifically-
was so dumb, but it was like, also, I do want to see everybody fight everybody.
It suited a need, and we need it now more than ever.
We wanted...
Yeah, we really do.
We wanted gladiatorial
Is it Twitch
things. I
streamer?
saw Steve-O and fucking Annie Milanakis fist fight. It was great.
Listen,
in claymation.
I thought you were gonna end that with just fist.
Maybe.
Well, both of those things and all those sound like something that actually could have happened back in the, before Steve-O was sober and Annie Milanakis was a weird Twitch streamer. It could have happened.
Wait, did you say Steve Milanakis?
No, Steve-O and Andy Milanakis. They could have fought.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have. And they
For
still
real.
can.
They should have fisted.
true.
for
Donate
real.
to this number, 622-327329.
Oh.
And you will... And if you pledge $5...
We will have $5.
we will have $5, and for that I will pay a safari old school British hunter to tranquilize both Steve-O and Andrew Milanakis, and I'll make them fight. I'll make them fight. If I have to starve them, I will, and I know Andy can go longer.
Oh yeah, Steve-O's not far. He's in
No,
good
he
shape these
can't.
days.
I think
Happy for
it'll
him.
be easier just to put fire ants in their pants and give them some whippets. And
That's literally Jackass.
Yeah,
Yeah, that just
Don't you
seems like
dare.
Yeah.
Steve-O is immune to fire ants in the pants, I think.
yeah, he's been through a lot.
you're right about that, but he's definitely not immune to whippets.
Yeah, no, let's not get him back to whippets. That didn't go so hot for him.
Yeah.
There's a whole
For him or
documentary
the
about it.
entertainment industry, because
Him. Definitely him.
Hmm.
we can definitely.
I
get
feel like
fights
this is-
going. All I'm saying is we want to get the fights going.
We do want to get the fights going.
I feel like we're tangentially
Not terror
broaching on
Whippets.
what we're talking about here tonight.
A little
we are
bit.
talking about.
Nothing to do.
I've been wanting to talk about this for a while because it's a concept that intrigues me. Animal crimes.
Animal crimes.
Now we're not talking about people who
Celebrity
commit
fights.
crimes. Celebrity fights, animal crimes. Similar.
Crimes.
Oh,
Now,
celebrities fight animal criminals.
well, see that's the thing. That sounds like we're talking about dog fighters. No, we're not
Yeah, I
talking
don't
about
like that.
we're not talking about people that commit crimes unto animals. We're talking about the animals who are criminals themselves.
But I would like now, where I kind of like what Joey's talking about instead. I would like to see a celebrity beat up Michael Vick. Could we get a celebrity, Britney Spears?
Yo, that's
I'd
great.
pay to see that.
I'd like to see
Yeah.
Britney Spears beat the shit out of
Beat
Michael
the shit
Vick.
out of Michael Vick.
Is this a kink thing?
No.
No.
It'd just be
No, well, it
beautiful.
doesn't. It doesn't have to.
It could be.
but it
Anything
also
could
But
be
it
a
could
kink
be.
thing. Yeah,
It
I mean,
could
I
be.
see like a...
I'm
We
just
don't
saying
think
you'll get
shit.
better funding if you spin it as a kink thing.
I mean, any
That's true.
you know, anything can be a kink thing. If I see a
Look, just
a curvy shampoo bottle, that can be a kink thing.
If you just
Um,
promise there will be feet
cloud
involved,
that
we'll get
looks like a
Tarantino
titty.
directing like that. Like put a surf soundtrack to it and feet, Tarantino.
Tarantino films it. Rex Ryan comments.
Mm-hmm.
Britney
Oh,
Spears
we're ready.
v. Vic.
Wow, we just
Star-studded.
Starsky and Hutch.
Fighting Britney Spears, fighting Michael Vick.
Ooh, tag team versus
Fighting
other stuff.
Scooby Doo.
Oh
Scooby-Doo beats
god.
the shit out of all of them, dude.
Yeah.
Scoob's got it.
I mean, he's a dog. He's got teeth. He never used those teeth. And realistically, he would have bit the shit out of ghosts.
You can't bite ghosts.
Yeah, you can't bite ghosts. It makes sense.
But what if you had ghost teeth?
He doesn't.
Well,
I think he knows
doesn't.
he doesn't because he eats
The concept of ghost teeth
corporeal
is one of the most
sandwiches.
horrible things I've ever heard of. Ghost
just
teeth?
ghost teeth. Just ghost
Ooh,
teeth.
speaking of one of the most horrible things you've ever
It's considered coming from the
thought
woman with a
of.
dead tooth. I bet you wish you had fucking ghost teeth.
Oh,
Gross.
Remember the last time I came up with something that horrified you back in the Chupacabra episode?
No.
Yeah, actually, someone on Facebook had a sick idea around that. Do you want to read? Do you have what they said?
Oh no, I was gonna say my best friend from high school drew it and tagged us in the Instagram.
Oh, I saw that, but I logged onto the Facebook today for the first time in a while, and this fella named Matthew, I forget his last name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Arnon?
Matthew.
Oh, do you want me? I just got
Yeah,
to it.
pull it
do you
up,
want me to
pull it
read
up.
it in full?
Yeah.
I've
Pull it
been
up,
thinking
baby.
about this episode for the past week and a half, and I was
Put
thinking
some
about the
flair onto
external
that,
spines.
Victoria.
Okay. I've been thinking about this episode for the past week and a half, and I was thinking about the external spines that Toria brought up. And my first thought was the lionfish. They have external spines to prevent being eaten. Maybe the chupacabra has the same biology to prevent young ones from being eaten by older ones.
I like it. That's a
Was that enough flair for you?
I would
enough
almost
air
say that was
horns.
too much flair. Could you
Okay,
do it one more time with about 50% less flair, but a little
Hey,
more
Joey.
oomph
Hey,
to it?
Joey.
let's
A
Eat
little
my
more
ass.
pizzazz, a little more sparkle.
Yeah, you just kind of sounded like the
No.
lead singer from Dance Gavin Dance having a conversation.
Oh my god.
It's a band I haven't heard in a while. That's funny.
Very good.
You guys want to hear about an animal crime?
Yeah, John, just strap me in, Daddy. Give me some animal crimes. I got too excited.
I want to be talked off.
Yeah, talk me off.
Yeah,
Talked
talk me off, Daddy.
So hard.
August 2011.
Fuck, I came.
Oh yeah.
It's just like
In
twice as long as it
Durango.
usually is for sex.
Impressive. Twice as... You last a long time. Toria, you're a lucky lady.
No. Yeah, I got myself
You know what they
high
say.
score, 4 whole seconds.
Durango, Colorado. So let's break this down. We're going to go through the what happened, what was witnessed first. An area man by the name of Ron Cornelius woke up.
Ooh.
It's a
To
good name.
That's a
Sexy
solid
name.
name. That's a
Wow.
Colorado
That
name.
is
Like
a
he
name
didn't
that-
move to Colorado. He's
Sexy.
old school Colorado.
He was there for the gold.
Oh yeah. No man named Cornelius didn't mine gold at some point.
Yeah, or sell snake oil.
Yeah, but like you were
Oh,
up to
Some
some
snake oil.
old. You're either a flim flam man or a gold
flim
mine.
man. The flim flam man feels that sounds like a man with no bones or muscle. Aw.
Well, yeah, that's the opposite of a gold
wacky
miner.
inflatable tube
Wacky
man,
waving inflatable
but a
balloon man.
human.
Yeah, it's like Flat
Yeah, thank you,
Stanley's a
Joey.
flim flam man. You got flim
Ron
flam
Cornelius.
disease.
Woke up to the sound of a car careening into his mailbox. It would appear that the neighbor's SUV was broken into and taken on a joyride down the street. The culprit? A black bear.
No.
Oh shit! I was expecting like some fugitive monkey or something.
Yeah, holy
Not a
shit! A
bear.
bear is just
Shit.
ripping
They
it
don't
up.
even have thumbs.
This
What
is
this?
they can't even play
Alright.
video games. How do they know how to grant theft?
I mean, they kind of have thumbs.
No,
Alright.
they have.
I'm gonna
paws.
call tomfoolery on this. I don't believe this.
No, call
Alright,
Tom
let-
Foulier. Who's that?
Yeah, call Tom. He sounds like a.
Tom
He sounds
Foulier?
like Uncle Joey's understudy from Full House.
Hello, I'm
Dave
Tom
Coulier and Tom Foulier. So,
Kind of looks like
this-
Joey too.
yeah. This bear wandered into Durango, Colorado, and it was just tearing through cars looking for food and other sundries, and happened to find himself in Ron Cornelius's neighbor's Tahoe. I'm assuming it was a Tahoe. Feels like a Tahoe guy.
Just like it's the neighbor of a man of Cornelius. Tahoe, man.
Definitely drive. Ron Cornelius only
Why
lived
not
next to Tahoe.
why not like a Jeep? I feel like a Jeep would be easy to break into for a bear.
Because it would say a Jeep. You know how Jeep
Yeah.
people are. They don't say SUV. If it's a Jeep, they're telling you it's a Jeep.
It's a fucking Jeep.
That's true.
Because
Wait,
there's
Joey.
no walls or roof.
I drive down your street sometimes, and there is a Jeep, and on the tire cover, it says, "I'm the black Jeep of the family," but Jeep
Dude,
is in a different
I see that
font.
all the time.
So it looks like it
Yep.
says, "I'm the black of the family."
Oh no!
And I laugh every time.
I always think it's funny because it says I'm the black Jeep of the family on a white Jeep.
It's true, it is a white Jeep.
It's a white Jeep. I walk past it. It's a great way to start your day. Is you walk past it and immediately like, lying damn tire cover. It wakes you. It's a good wake up.
This bear it's a wake-up call for sure. This bear who's rummaging through the GMC Sierra, is that a SUV? And
Probably.
It is. Yeah.
Sick. While trying to steal food from this Denali, he was able to shift the car into gear, which sent it down the street, crashing into Cornelius's mailbox, destroying the mailbox, damaging the Jeep beyond what you would assume, both interior and exterior, because don't forget, this is a bear. They got them claws, and they can't
This is a
retract them.
fucking bear.
Yeah, they're only claws out.
Keep in mind, this is a bear. I think black bears can retract, but grizzlies
He
can't.
said black bear.
Yeah, black bears can retract, but I'm assuming he didn't because this is a criminal.
I mean, also, it was probably scared shitless.
I don't think it matters
wasn't-
what kind
Yeah.
of bear it is.
No, hold on.
Could be
Let's not try to.
have.
Let's not presume on the culprit's mental state at the time. We still are going.
I
through
thought you were
the-
going to say color.
I have to make a quick correction. I got to be honest with you. I was wrong. A Sierra is actually a pickup truck.
I thought so. I was doubting myself.
I just had to throw that out there. I apologize to the audience for speaking without 100%.
Fuck you, Joey.
You don't
So this
even
bear
once again
damaged
didn't
this
know this.
So, I'm sorry, guys.
Subaru Outback, which is technically an SUV, careening it into the
Piece
mailbox.
of shit.
Destroying the mailbox, damaging the vehicle, and the bear fled the scene of the accident.
Ooh.
As bears are
How
wont
fucking
to
rude!
do.
Didn't even put like a letter or anything on there.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, my bad.
He stole the
insurance.
picnic basket from the fucking back seat. God
bear-
damn it, Yogi.
All right, so I made a list of crimes I'm pretty sure this bear is guilty of, but feel free to chirp in with anything you add because I'm not a lawyer. I'm not Saul Gadman.
Okay. I actually know all the crimes, so
There you
it
go.
works out. I know
So-
them all.
That's good.
First and foremost, does it count as breaking and entering with a car under like the castle doctrine?
Um,
Now I'm not familiar with the castle doctrine, but
Well, that means you can shoot somebody.
I don't. I think
Breaking into a car.
technically, I mean, you're literally breaking in and entering if you drive into someone's
Okay.
house.
I think I will say some crimes change depending
Joey,
on what you
I don't
do.
think he's driving
as
into
you go.
somebody's house. He's
Yeah, he hit the
breaking into
mailbox.
somebody's car.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
All right,
no.
whatever.
theft.
Fine.
that's-
First
Yeah,
and foremost,
because
Okay,
like,
hold on,
crimes
let me-
can evolve.
we got the list.
No.
First and foremost, Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
Yeah,
Plain and simple.
Great.
This bear.
Oh.
Yeah,
This bear
Okay.
was just too hyped
Not
up on
chill.
video
Grizz
games.
Theft Auto.
This bear.
If you
this
do that, you're kind of a jerk.
Grand Theft Ursine.
Ooh.
2 counts of destruction
good.
of private property. 2 counts because you got the car and you got the mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
Driving without a license.
Definitely. Although that's very assumptive.
You got a point, but I'm assuming that
Yeah.
we don't have a positive ID on this bear, so it's
So there is no ID. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because
absence of evidence means absolute absence, right? That's what our show's based off of.
Yeah.
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 Reckless
Shit,
endangerment.
lawyered me. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly marked lanes violation. You tack that on if someone's being a dick.
I would say the endangerment is also.
And you know
Kinda
what?
something you tack on.
Intoxication.
Really? You think this bear was on the juice?
It's Colorado. What do you think was in this car?
Oh shit.
Honey?
Weed bear.
Weed
Oh.
bear.
Oh shit. Yo, there was probably fucking fuck, what's it called?
Weed
the not DMT honey. They don't have that in Colorado.
CBD honey.
DMT
That's
honey.
CBD
DMT.
honey.
A nightmare in every
CBD honey.
drop.
He
Put
took
that in my
all of it. He was
chamomile.
just like, these fucking bees were crazy.
I will say though, this is,
Yogi's gone too far this time. I'll be honest. I think Yogi's gone too
yeah, I honestly, this is if your child did this, you'd spank their rear until they had no rear no more.
Yeah, I would. I think we could probably separate animal crimes into two categories.
Okay.
Three categories.
All right,
Three
let's hear it.
categories. All right, category one.
This isn't the last you'll hear from animal crimes because this is what I read in the news.
But I'm saying there's three ways because these are not people. So we need a new system relative to people to punish these animals. All right.
Community service.
Yes,
No.
Michael Vick.
that is the first one. The first level of crime, a low level crime where a white person would just probably get a slap on the wrist. That's going to be the first level. Second level, a white person actually gets in trouble. Third level, a politician gets in trouble. Now,
See, that
So
one,
nothing
that one-
happens.
So I was gonna say, so like nothing.
yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
animals can do those things. But you never know. I think if a politician outright fucking killed a guy. Nope, Dick Cheney. Damn.
He didn't kill a guy. He just
dude, I don't
peppered his
think-
face.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's what I say to my fucking like Olive Garden waitress.
Listen, he shot a guy in the face and made that guy apologize to him. That guy's alive.
Damn. Yeah, I mean you're right, but
And you know what? If that happened in Breaking Bad, you'd be just like, yeah.
it happened in Breaking. Yeah, like the fucking 3 people that died in that show. Looking back,
A lot of people died in that show.
well,
There was a plane crash.
Yeah, I never finished it.
Yeah, I
I
know
like
there was
stopped
the
at
plane.
season 5 and a shit ton of more people than 3.
That's
died.
who it
I'm
was.
talking like people with
Ted-
lines.
I was just thinking.
What, Joey?
I had to find out. It was Ted Kennedy that killed that girl.
I thought you were going to say
Yeah.
Ted Cruz being the Zodiac killer. So
Well, ever notice how since this quarantine, the Zodiac killer has not made any moves? Ted Cruz has been in quarantine this whole time.
I
Coincidence?
haven't seen a lot of pigeons
No.
either.
what?
Just throwing it out there.
John, what?
What?
Ted Cruz.
Are you
is,
saying Ted Cruz is the Pigeon Man?
I'm saying,
Are you trying to say the Zodiac Killer is pigeons?
I'm trying
Oh
to
my
say
God,
that I feel like our
that's why we never
listeners are
found
not
him.
unaware of the fact that birds aren't real.
3 birds in a trench coat is the Zodiac killer.
Birds aren't real.
Oh no.
And the reason we're not allowed outside right now is because they're all downed. They need to get recharged. They're government drones.
Oh.
Bezos' little
I
toy
see.
box.
Think deep, folks. Put that tinfoil up in your mouth.
Is that a fucking spindrift
That's a
koozie?
Spindrift koozie. I dig that.
Are you a
I don't
fucking
think-
I found
that
this. I
flavor.
found this in a drawer with like
what, a fucking
pans
vibrator?
and stuff in my house.
With hands?
Did you get that at a fucking Ulta?
Pans, pots and pans.
I thought you said hands.
With hands, it's with all the hands.
Joey's
All the
drawers
severed
of
hands that I've been like fucking carving off.
I mean, I do have a collection of 11 tiny hands that fit on your fingers, so it's not outside the realm of the possible.
But they
Ten
don't
white
fit on
hands
your
and
hat
one
we went to high
black
school
hand.
with a kid that used to collect hands in his little
Yeah, I was
black
just thinking
plastic
about
bag.
his
up
bag
and
of
down the street
hands.
with it.
Sammy B and
Yeah.
his bag of hands.
Sammy B's bag of hands.
Let's get back in. Where were we?
And we're back.
I think we're done talking about bears, unless
All right.
there's more bears that have done naughty
Yeah,
things.
fuck bear.
There are, but we're not covering them today. All right.
Okay.
I have 2 monkey stories and a crow.
Monkey Crow
That
Monkey.
works.
Monkey
All right.
Cro-Magnon Monkey.
So this one actually
Maybe monkey, crow,
might
monkey?
not be the monkey's fault. This might be a case of mistaken identity. but it's one of the best stories I ever read. It's not quite
Not a
identity
joke.
theft. That's different, but I like
That's
where your
always
head's
the
at.
worst. Identity.
So in the 19th century, during the Napoleonic Wars, a coastal town in England known as Hartlepool made history. So a French ship. So if for those who don't know, Napoleon was French and they fought England and everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So a French ship was spotted sinking off the Hartlepool coast. Now there's
I
a few
love
other
French
notes
ships.
here. One thing is Hartlepool is far away from France, and in the 19th century, most people in Hartlepool had never seen a Frenchman in their life. They don't know what they looked like. In fact,
All the mirrors in my house are terrible.
hey, stinky French. In fact,
Hey, no. Actually, I forgot to say. Sorry to cut you off. Got my ancestry back. I'm not mostly French.
oh, what are you?
English Isles.
Same, bro. We're related. So these people in Hartlepool had never seen a Frenchman, and in some political cartoons at the time, the French had been portrayed as sort of ape-like. They had claws. They were shown as monsters, which is actually pretty common in political cartoons. You like during
It's actually
wartime.
pretty accurate.
It's actually pretty accurate.
It's actually pretty accurate.
But in wartime, like you'll see it like throughout the Cold War, like the Nazis were always gorillas. Like you see it, like the villain is always a monkey. Which, King Kong, I get it. They're mean.
Yeah.
So they didn't know what a Frenchman was. They'd seen them portrayed as monkeys. And this ship had taken on a monkey as a little friend, a little mascot. In fact, they loved this monkey. These Frenchmen loved this monkey so much that they had it outfitted in a little French uniform. So, revisit the scene. Hartlepool, isolated English coastal town, French ship sinking off the coast, monkey fella.
That's
So,
a
this ship,
recipe.
That tracks.
yeah, this is a sitcom.
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, it wasn't.
That's
It
Frasier.
didn't play out the way it played out pretty great, but it didn't play out in a sitcom. Well, a cool sitcom, maybe.
It's an Always Sunny episode, maybe.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
this
I'd say,
does feel
yeah.
like it. This is definitely an Always Sunny episode.
Yeah, the gang adopts a new friend.
Well, we'll see about that. The ship sank, obviously,
Good.
and bodies, whatever. The monkey washed ashore alive and still decked out in his French duds. The townsfolk
Champions.
sifting through the wreckage didn't find any bodies, but they did see a monkey in a French uniform. Now, they didn't know what a Frenchman looked like, so they reasonably deducted that what they had come across
This must be a French.
was not only a Frenchman, but a French spy.
Pierre.
Oh my god.
A spy? He's walking around
monkey-
fucking eating his own like ass fucking gremlins and shit, like picking boogers.
Fuck.
Like
The
that's
monkey-
a spy.
This monkey, accused of being a spy, was brought to trial. But since the monkey only spoke French, it didn't understand the questions it was being given. So naturally, it was found guilty. So,
Hey, John.
yeah.
Do you think that the monkey could answer back in French if it was spoken to in French?
Monkey only knew French, Toria. It couldn't answer. Monkey could not speak for its crimes.
I don't think the monkey
So-
can speak
Prompt.
human language.
Well, you know
It's
what?
a monkey.
Whoa.
Wow,
I've seen a monkey milk a fucking
pretty
cow. I've
species.
seen a monkey smoke a fucking cigarette. Don't you dare come at me. Look, okay? Look. They're smart animals. They know what they're fucking talking about all the time. Nanas? Delicious. You don't see them eating banana candy because it's bad. You see me
I
eating
like
banana
banana
bread
candy.
because it's delicious.
I like a banana Laffy Taffy. It's got a charm to it.
Banana Laffy Taffy's like it's redeemable because the texture is Laffy Taffy.
Fair point.
But like a runts or whatever they're called. Oh,
Okay, those are gross anyway.
those are fucking nasty, yo. Continue.
You get those out of the dirty, coin thing at the bowling alley, and you get a handful of them from where a kid jammed.
Why
the
is
pizza
bowling
up
so
yesterday.
fucking expensive?
It's true. Bowling is overly expensive.
Why is it so like? Which I just have no idea why throwing a rock at things
For
This
the
is
backup
expensive.
to the backup plans, it costs way too much. It's like the first plans fell through, the second plans didn't sound fun, and you're like, fuck it, we'll go bowling. And then it costs $40.
Yeah, for one person.
It's fucked.
It is fucked. Thanks.
You don't even get to
bowling.
keep the shoes.
This is why people play street games and why Jackass was probably invented.
Yeah.
Harkening back to our Steve-O talks.
Back to our monkey friends. So,
Steve-O.
ship sank, monkeys stood trial, and the people of Hartlepool deduced that it could only speak French and therefore was definitely a spy.
Yeah, absolutely a spy.
So,
Spies like us.
This is the most sound
Yes.
logic
I
I've
miss
heard in a
old
while.
world logic where it just was like, makes sense, monkey's a spy. Like, we don't get that kind of... Everyone gets off on technicalities.
Hey, if it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck,
It must be a French
This sounds like Monty Python when they're like,
Yeah,
if she
this-
weighs less than a duck, she's a witch or whatever.
it does. Yeah.
What other things do you find in the river? Small pebble?
Banner!
So, following the trial, the good people of Hartlepool brought the monkey to the town square, up to the gallows, and hanged it.
That poor monkey. What the
Well,
fuck?
no, I bet this
Oh,
ends
shit,
differently
no
because that's
kidding.
just a crime against Earth.
No, the
We're
monkey...
not talking about animal. Oh,
The monkey hanged by the neck, and the people of Hartlepool are affectionately known as monkey hangers to this day. The Hartlepool rugby team is called the Monkey Hangers. They have a little mascot.
is it a
Why?
monkey
No
with a
kidding.
noose? Because that seems like it's in real bad taste.
Yikes. That sounds
That sounds.
very questionable
risky.
at least.
Yeah.
But what are the like? It's possible this
Was a
monkey.
French spy?
Who
Yeah.
here has seen Pirates of the Caribbean? Pirates of the Caribbean.
I have seen
Remember the monkey Jack?
that is an actor Johnny Depp.
No.
There was a little monkey. No, there's a monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Dressed as a
His
pirate.
name is Jack. I forgot.
And that you
Yeah.
telling me that monkey wasn't capable of spying?
I've played a lot of D&D. I mean, that's what Find Familiar's
Oh.
for.
Let's just say. All right, let's think
Spying.
about this. Let's think about this.
No, you know what? That monkey did actually have a history of spying.
It was
It's so
technically
powerful.
a
It's
decorated
canon.
soldier.
It's canon. Yeah.
And let's think about it. Wartime. This monkey, if this ship didn't sink, we have no way of saying that it wouldn't have been used to scurry across the lines, get intel, and come back to the ship. Again, uniformed. This isn't a war crime. He was uniformed.
That's true. Also, I don't think war crimes existed yet.
Fair. But they also lined up in straight rows and shot each other, so I'm pretty sure even like turning sideways was a war crime.
At that point, they were like, the whole revolution happened because one guy just shot as they were all like standing there, just like, all right, we're gonna do it. And one guy's just like at Bunker Hill, like, fuck, what? Poof. And like the whole British army's like, what the fuck?
You did not follow the procedures of slaughter, and for that, this war is deemed unfair.
This is unfair.
Wasn't that the first, like, one of the first?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Guerrilla war.
I think
Yeah,
guerrilla-
that's
yeah.
a big reason we won the revolution, because we were the first people to be like, no, you're going to line up, and I'm
No.
going to go hide in the woods.
No.
And then the game Manhunt was invented, and we had fun
No.
ever since.
I think guerrilla warfare was adopted during the revolution prior from the French Indian War.
Wasn't it?
'Cause-
Yeah.
Because they used gorillas.
Yeah.
Because of the guerrilla warfare. Monkey was a criminal. We're back.
Yeah.
Guerrilla warfare.
It's full circle.
Oh my god.
I'm saying this monkey
It's all
might...
coming
I don't
together.
know if this was entirely unfounded.
They could have been a spy. And could have
Monkeys are
committed a
smart.
crime.
Sam, straight out of your own mouth,
Yes.
monkeys are smart.
Monkeys are quite smart.
We don't know what kind of monkey it was, but
It was one.
it sure was a monkey.
It wasn't a gorilla.
It was a French monkey. And you know what? That 99% genetic similarity, basically a Frenchman if it's a French monkey.
Enough
I will-
on ancestry. That monkey's more French than I am.
I will gladly
Probably?
call all monkeys in America my countrymen. Listen,
That's
they have
really
rights.
fucking
Monkeys
woke.
are terrifying.
That's because
Why-
you don't kiss them. Listen, you brought that up, and I actually have an animal crime that backs up what Tori just said if you want to hold off on the crow.
I'm okay with ending with the crow.
The crow's pretty great.
You didn't play. Now, this is a game that fucking nobody played, but Ancestors?
Monkey Ball. Never mind.
Not Monkey Ball, no.
Okay, listen. I watched you play that. I did not need to play it my fucking self.
Okay, but Ancestors. One of the greatest games I've ever played. They're not just monkeys. They're my fucking clan. So let's dial it back, okay?
I have a current event involving monkeys. This reminds me, if you ever listen to the Carl Pilkington and Ricky Gervais thing, they had a monkey news. And I really drew a lot of inspiration from that. And currently in Thailand, monkeys have formed gangs.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so...
That's not even why I said they were terrifying.
Grove Street Gang, brother.
So what's happened? Now, Thailand relies heavily on the tourism industry, both economically and apparently zoologically and ecologically. Monkeys in Thailand, they've come to rely on these tourists coming and feeding them in the cities. Because they're just in the cities. They just hang out.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. Yeah, might as well.
However, since the outbreak of the coronavirus, obviously tourism's petered off. So these monkeys don't have their food source that they've relied on forever, like their entire lives. This is all they've known.
Like
So
ducks
these
are about to start
monkeys-
getting fucking crazy in New England.
These macaques have begun to swarm the streets of Lopburi, forming rival gangs.
I think I've seen a video of this. They're like they just fucking fight.
So
Which is not
There's-
cool, but it is because we're not making them.
there's two distinct gangs. You have a point. No, honestly, I look up...
It's cool
Yeah, it's
because
kinda like
it's
look
cool
at
because
animals-
humans aren't to blame.
It's just interesting.
It's like playing
As long
Tokyo
as-
Jungle,
That's what you're
dude.
getting at.
As long as animals fighting are on their own accord, that's fine. They can fight on their own.
They do that.
Yeah, we should not
Listen,
not
it's on their
regulate
terms, not
their
our
fighting.
terms.
No,
Shouldn't
no holds
bet
barred,
on
monkey
But
on
I
monkey.
do owe my bookie $1,000 for
I will bet on animals.
the North
fighting,
Monkey
absolutely.
Gang.
We're not making them do anything that they don't want to do. They're already doing it. I'm just saying now, if we were to put money on it and have teams that we support, and maybe they follow up with some mascots, and we sell tickets to these events, and they're like fighting and everything.
Look, honestly, with the NBA
That's
gun,
so wrong.
I need fantasy monkey fighting. Okay,
Fantasy monkey fights.
I'm gonna take the monkey that's like missing an ear. That's my quarterback. I'm gonna take actually the 7-year-old that
There you
started
go.
joining them. I'm gonna take them.
The
There's
7-year-old
some promise there. I think they're
feral
they're
children.
the feral children are the sleepers.
But the thing is,
Feral
you do
children.
have two distinct teams to root for. You have the temple monkeys and the city monkeys.
So Templars versus
Wait,
Freemasons.
The
Let's
temple,
do it, baby.
The Temple Monkeys are definitely just a team name from Hidden Temple on Nickelodeon.
I think they were the Silver Monkeys.
Oh, you're right. They were the Silver Monkeys. Fuck.
They have their own controlled areas. This is so legitimately gang that it freaks me out. The temple monkeys control the areas around Phra Prang Sam Yodi. Phra Prang Sam Yod, I don't know how to speak Thai, in the east of Lopburi, while the city monkeys obviously control the city. The regions are literally divided by train tracks. So these monkeys both view each other as living on the wrong side of the tracks.
God damn, that's so fucking dope. Do they snap at each other? Do they snap at each other?
Wow, that's
These monkeys have
crazy.
a legitimate hierarchy. There is a chief of the monkeys, and this has been observed because in Lopburi, on one day, monkeys were observed. There was a single banana, which couldn't be more perfect because it was a banana on the street, and the two rival gangs, the chiefs, approached the banana, and all hell broke loose as rival monkey gangs went to war over a banana. Locals said they looked more like wild dogs than monkeys. I've never seen them so aggressive. and speculated to what is all been but confirmed that their behavior is indirectly related to the virus outbreak. So I got a crow to talk about, but Sam, I think you got a fish for us.
Oh yeah, I mean we've been all. I like a little bit of surf and turf, so we've been getting a lot of turf.
That monkey was a little surf.
A little surf, but not enough for me, baby. That's like a shrimp cocktail before a steak meal. I want some lobster tails. You know?
Why not both?
We all do.
Well, that's surf and turf, so you would.
No,
You mean the lobster tail and the shrimp?
Yeah.
I can't have a meaningful relationship with a shrimp before I eat it, so I don't.
I
see
kiss
the point.
Shrimp. I kiss every shrimp before I eat them.
You
They're
stick
dead.
your
The ones
tongue
he
right
doesn't
down
eat.
their throat.
Yeah, he just kisses. If he sees a shrimp, John's mouth.
He's
go,
kissed
go.
every shrimp he's ever seen.
Go gadget kissing mouth.
Kiss
There's
every
all the shrimp.
There's not a shrimp I've seen that my mouth hasn't been involved with to one degree or another.
So, this is a copy pasta. I do not know who the original person is.
You better
But,
read this like a real fancy man.
It's not fancy.
That's not the point.
It's just mad. It's in the same vein as the guy that got really mad about grilled cheeses. Okay, but this one is I'll let it speak for itself. So someone in a group asked me to tell them why I hate the ocean sunfish so fucking much, and it apparently is too mean and was deleted. To perpetuate the truth and stand up for ethical journalism, I'm posting it here. Disclaimer, I care about marine life more than I care about anything else. For real. Except this big, dumb idiot. And it's not like an ironic thing. I mean, it is hilarious to me, and they are the biggest joke played on Earth, but I seriously fucking hate them. The mola mola fish, or ocean sunfish. They are the world's largest bony fish, weighing up to 5,000 pounds, and since they have very little girth, that just makes these absolutely giant fucking dinner plates that God must have accidentally dropped while washing dishes one day and shrugged his shoulders at because no one could have imagined this would happen. And with no purpose, every pound of that is a wasted pound, and every foot of it, 10 feet by 14 feet, is wasted space. They are so completely useless that scientists even debate about how they move. They have little control over then some minor wiggling. Some say that they must push water out of their mouths for direction, which is fucking what? They could use their back fin, except guess what? It doesn't fucking grow. It continually folds in on itself, so the freaking cells are being made. This piece of floating garbage just doesn't put them where they need to fucking go. So they don't have swim bladders. You know, the one thing that every fish has to make sure it doesn't just sink to the bottom of the ocean when they stop moving, so they can stay the right side up. This creature, that can barely move to begin with, can never stop its continuous tour of idiocy across the ocean, or it'll fucking sink. Except when they get stuck on top of the water, which happens all the time. Because without the whole swim bladder thing, if the ocean pushes over the thinnest but largest, most toppable fish on the planet, shit out of luck. There is no creature on this earth that needs a swim bladder more than this spit in the face of nature. And yet, some scientists have speculated that when they do that, they are absorbing energy from the sun, because no one fucking knows how they manage to get any energy to begin with. So, they need the sun, I guess. But good news, when they end up stuck like that, it gives birds a chance to land on their goddamn island of a body and eat bugs and parasites and shit out of its skin, because it's basically a migrating cesspool. All of nature has pros and cons. If they're so huge, they must be decent predators. No, the most dangerous thing about them is, as you may have guessed, they're dumb as shit. They have, and here's an animal crime, they have caused the death of one person before, because it jumped out on a boat somehow, on top of a person.
What the fuck? Those things are huge.
How does it propel
Maybe
itself?
a wave? I assume
Gotta
a
be.
wave.
Something
Okay. Okay.
And in 2005,
Something
it decided to relive its mighty glory days and do it again. This time, landing on a 4-year-old.
Oh, God.
Luckily,
Oh my God.
young Byron sustained no injuries.
That's
You're
the name
so
of a kid that survives a
fucking
sunfish.
bad at this, sunfish.
How does an adult die from a sunfish, but a 4-year-old's just like,
It's
"Nah, man, I'm
5,000
cool."
pounds. The
4-year-olds
kid
are
got
malleable.
lucky. Yeah, you ever
You
thrown a kid
smack
down
him
the
around.
stairs?
That's a good point.
They mostly only eat jellyfish. Because of course they do. They could only eat something that has no brain and a possibility of drifting into their mouths, I guess. Everything they do eat almost has zero nutritional value. And because it's so stupidly fucking big, it has to eat a ton of the almost no nutritional value stuff to stay alive. Dumb. See that ridiculous open mouth? This is actually why this is my favorite picture of one. And I have it saved to my phone for about 3 years now. Oh no, what could have happened? How could this be? Don't let the expression fool you. They don't have the goddamn ability to close their mouths because their teeth are fused together. And you know what? It is good it floats around in such a clueless fucking expression on its face. Because it is in fact a clueless fuck. They do sometimes get eaten, but hardly. No animal truly uses them as a food source. Instead, we'll usually just maim the fuck out of them for fun. Seals have been seen playing with them like frisbees. Probably the most useful thing they've ever done for seals. Or the earth.
Oh my God.
Hey, you raised some good points there. This fish truly is proof that God has abandoned us. Yes, thank you. But if they were so bad at literally everything, why haven't they gone extinct? Great question. Because this thing is so worthless, it doesn't realize it should be dead. It is so unaware of literally fucking everything that it doesn't realize that it's doing maybe the worst fucking job of being fish, or debatably, the worst job of being a cluster of cells than any other cluster of cells. So what does it do? It lays the most eggs out of everything. Besides
Yeah!
Party.
some bugs, there are ants and stuff that'll lay more eggs, but it will lay 300 million eggs at a time.
Holy shit.
Egg party!
It survives because it would be
Egg party!
statistically impossible. Dare I say, like on the larger end of improbable, that there wouldn't be at least one of those 3, sorry, I keep on stepping over myself because this is fucking stupid, 300 million. That is each time they lay eggs. That is not per life. Left surviving at the end of the day. And this concludes why I hate the fuck out of the complete failure of evolution of the ocean sunfish. If I ever see one, I will throw rocks at it.
We did conclude that
I feel like the rocks will be like, do nothing to it. I feel like this thing's invincible.
We see it so many times fishing with your dad.
Wait,
Oh my
really?
god, we always think it's a shark because sometimes it flips on the other side and it's just a fin in the air. We're like,
which
oh,
we did
fuck.
conclude could be the Loch Ness Monster.
Could be ocean
Episode
sunfish.
3.
The dumbest fucking shit because and I've seen it, and Tori, your dad gets the most joy out of this.
Oh,
I
I'm
have never
sure
seen a
he
man drop
does.
everything with fishing. If he sees an ocean sunfish, he doesn't want to fish. He wants to just troll around this fucking idiot.
And just watch it.
He just watches us sit there like,
That sounds like the most my dad shit
Fucking
ever.
Kevin, that's so accurate.
it really just sits there
Because
like
he
a dinner
probably
plate.
looks at it and is like, this thing is so fascinating because it's not fucking dead yet. We have to watch
Honestly.
it.
Yeah,
We
your
cannot
dad
disrupt
gets
it at all.
mad horny about sunfish. Like he'll even
I'm not surprised.
That creepypasta reminded me of two things. Shout out Pat Nestor and
Shout out Pat Nestor.
Shout out
the
Pat
ocean
Nestor!
sunfish of humans.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
I don't
Pat.
have anything to
I've
say.
just started striving to insult him more and more with our shout outs.
Why?
Because I love him. Because he's so cute. All right. The Koala Creepypasta. Written by
The koala dick.
Give me that.
unknown.
Wait, yours is a creepypasta?
No,
Mine's
it's
just a
a copy
legitimate
pasta.
fucking news article.
No, it's just a copy pasta. All right.
Oh, okay.
It's a different type of noodle.
All right.
You're a different type of noodle, you fettuccine fuck.
Whoa. Fucking bringing a
fuck.
gun to a knife fight. Jesus.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm on
All right.
fire tonight.
Koalas are terrible animals. Koalas are fucking horrible animals. They have one of the smallest brain to
horrible at
body
being-
ratios of any mammal. Additionally, their brains are smooth. A brain is folded to increase the surface area for neurons. If you present a koala with leaves plucked from a branch laid on a flat surface, the koala will not recognize it as food. They are too thick to adapt their feeding behavior to cope with change. In a room full of potential food, they can literally starve to death. This is not the token of an animal that is winning at life. Speaking of stupidity in food, one of the likely reasons for their primitive brains is the fact that additionally to being poisonous, eucalyptus leaves, the only thing they eat, have almost no nutritional value. They can't afford the extra energy to think. They sleep more than 80% of their fucking lives. When they're awake, all they do is eat, shit, and occasionally scream like fucking Satan. Because eucalyptus leaves
This
hold...
is very reminiscent of the sunfish.
Exactly. Because eucalyptus leaves hold such little nutritional value, koalas have to ferment the leaves in their guts for days on end. Unlike their brains, they have the largest hindgut to body ratio of any mammal. Many herbivorous mammals have adaptations to cope. Many herbivorous mammals have adaptations to cope with harsh plant life taking its toll on their teeth. Rodents, for instance, have teeth that never stop growing. Some animals only have teeth on their lower jaw, grinding plant matter on bony plates in the tops of their mouths. Others have enlarged molars that distribute the wear and break down the plant matter more efficiently. Koalas are no exception. When their teeth erode down to nothing, they resolve the situation by starving to death. Because they're fucking terrible animals.
Oh, shit.
Being mammals, koalas raise their joeys on milk. Admittedly one of the lowest milk yields to body ratio. There's a trend here. When the young joey needs to transition from rich, nourishing substances like milk to eucalyptus, a plant that seems to be making it abundantly clear that it doesn't want to be eaten, it finds it does not have the necessary gut flora to digest the leaves. To remedy this, the young joey begins nuzzling its mother's anus until she leaks a little diarrhea, actually fecal pap, slightly less digested, which he then proceeds to slurp on. This partially digested plant matter gives him just what he needs to start developing his digestive system. Of course, he may not even have needed to bother nuzzling his mother. She may have been suffering from incontinence. Why? Because koalas are riddled with chlamydia. In some areas, the infection rate is 80% or higher. This statistic isn't helped by the fact that one of the few activities koalas will spend their precious energy on is rape.
Oh, God.
Despite
What?
rape.
Oh my god, you cut out for that word.
Despite being
Oh
seasonal
my.
breeders, males seem to either not know or care and will simply overpower a female regardless of whether or not she is ovulating. If she fights back, he may drag them both out of the tree, which brings us full circle back to the brain. Koalas have a higher than average quantity of cerebrospinal fluid in their brains. This is to protect their brains from injury, should they fall out of a tree. An animal so thick that it has its own little built-in special ed helmet. I fucking hate them. TLDR, koalas are stupid, leaky, STI-riddled sex offenders. But hey, they look cute if you ignore that terrifying snake eyes and terrifying feet.
Oh, God. The ass shit. Literally. That's not great for me.
Yeah, no, I was convinced after this.
I'm gonna have dreams after that. Not dreams, but dreams.
Dreams?
Yeah. Gross dreams.
Yeah, koalas. Not good.
Yeah.
Sunfish, objectively better than...
I like
You know what, Pat? You might have
Yeah.
been offended when I said after the sunfish, but thank God you're not a koala. Shout out Charlie
Yeah,
Pettit.
shout out Charlie Pettit.
Shout
the
out
koala
Charlie.
Of the podcast.
He's a
world.
ghost now.
Who?
We killed him. It was
We
before your
killed
time.
him.
Before your time.
Yeah, you were
If this is ever
apple in
played
our
in
eye.
court, this is a joke.
What?
What?
You say it was a joke?
It's not.
What?
Sorry, Tori. Do you know Charlie Pettit?
I've never met Charlie Pettit
Have
in
you
my
ever
life.
spoken to Charlie Pettit?
Once.
I call bullshit.
No, once I spoke to him on the Beast of the Week, cast Discord server. We exchanged 2 pleasantries and that was it.
Goodbye. You're canceled, bitch.
To be fair, I've also never actually met Joey.
All right, so now we're better
oh, fuck.
off.
What happened?
Yeah, thank God.
I left the call. What the fuck?
Oh, Tori's freaking out in the other room.
Did you guys vote me?
How do I invite her? Oh.
Fuck you, add me back to the call.
I'll try. I don't know. I gotta put that through HR.
Fuck you.
I'm not even deleting this from the episode. We just deleted Toria from our Discord call, so she got mad at us.
We just got rid of her completely.
They're back.
We might as well have been
Add me
deleting her
back.
every episode because we never let her speak. It's always
That's
awful. Let me see. Invites.
Because I'm still recording and they cut me out
How do I invite somebody?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Fuck every single one of you. Did we finish talking about koalas?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to hear about a raccoon?
I'd love to
I would
hear
love
about
to hear
a nice...
about a reckon.
You got a
So-
tanuki too?
No, not a tanuki,
Fuck.
but a raccoon.
A rakin.
So, when did this happen? This is from October 8th, 2019. The byline.
So in the before times.
In the before time, the byline. A raccoon attacked an 84-year-old woman in Hamden, and the raccoon remains on the loose.
Uh-oh.
Police said they were...
Stay on the loose, usually. They're robbers. Look at their
I'm so
mask.
happy
Yeah,
there's
look
more
at
to
them,
that
and their
because
stripes.
we can't do the Jersey Devil again where it's like, raccoon killed someone. That's it.
That was
Police
the Toria
said-
story of animal crime.
Police said they were called to a home on Vantage Road, by around 4 p.m. on Monday. The victim's daughter told the
Massachusetts has some
raccoon...
vintage roads, right, guys?
Hey!
Boston.
The victim's daughter told
Massachusetts.
them a raccoon bit her mother.
Boston.
When police talked to the
Boston.
victim, she said she was gardening when the animal attacked her and bit her on the hand. Police said the daughter
got
fought
bit- I
the
thought she
animal
died.
off. Oh no, she just got bit on the hand. She didn't die.
What a bitch
I
reporting.
never
this.
said die. Police said the daughter fought the animal off with a hammer and prevented further injuries.
A hammer?
Got
Apparently.
bit by a raccoon. I think you're kind of at fault. I'm just gonna say it.
I feel like this is a
Yeah.
Beatles x Beatles mashup.
Are you implying that this 84-year-old woman is, in fact, also a raccoon?
No, I'm saying the song with the guy with the hammer.
Oh,
What?
Maxwell Silver Hammer,
Yeah, Maxwell
Meets
Silver Hammer.
Rocky Raccoon.
Yeah.
Hey Jude, right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, Hey Jude.
Oblada.
Hey Jude, yeah.
Why don't you all get a
The
job?
Hamden Police Department and Animal Control Division advise people not to feed raccoons or to keep garbage out of the reach of raccoons, avoiding leaving pet food outside, and to keep compost secure.
Sounds about right. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't. Seems like pretty reasonable advice.
Also, pretty reasonable advice to also keep bears out of your yard. Makes you think.
Yeah, keep them out of your car.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
the time we
Keep
set up
feet
a
out
bunch
of
of
your
bears
car.
next to our house?
Yeah, they were really cute.
Oh my
and I
God.
called animal
Yeah, they're just
control,
running.
and
Not
I'm
our
pretty sure
current
they
place
got
because we're in like the city, but before we lived like near woods and shit, and they were just
They
There's
just
cities in New Hampshire.
they ran through my backyard as I was studying for my final.
Oh, they were so cute.
exciting.
They were just
They
lumbering
just
around
flew
there,
them, and I was like,
and they were like
I,
cubs.
I
They weren't the mama
They were
bear. It
very
was two
cute.
baby cubs, just like fucking
two baby cubs.
fucking
They were
around,
very
sucking each
cute.
other's dicks and shit,
They were not sucking each other's dicks.
like doing
Suck
taxes.
each other's dick.
They were eating each other's ass. Can I
I
go
say
to
that.
the bathroom?
You can't
No,
say that.
We just
Made a
did
rule
that.
about
You
that.
can
Can't say
because
that.
we're going to talk about how women feel, and we're not really interested in what you have to say. So you actually can go to the bathroom. You can leave and not have any input.
Wow.
Your little raisinette clitoris.
Wow.
What is this, Family Guy?
Guys,
This is rude.
All right, we got one more animal crime I want to cover.
All right.
And we've discussed it before in part, but you know what? This guy, he has an evolving history. The evidence tampering crow.
Yes.
So,
I'm here for him because you know why?
Never mow.
why?
He's a fucking father.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He did have a little baby who's going to go
He had a
commit more
baby.
crimes. So, Canuck the crow. He has a name, an alias.
They're gonna
maybe.
be a family of crow thieves.
Canuck the crow, for one thing, he is easily identifiable throughout. He is where are we talking? He's at in Vancouver. He's an easily identifiable Vancouver crow due to an orange-red ankle bracelet on his left leg, maybe violating house arrest. Can't
Shit.
say.
Okay.
So he has a very long rap sheet, but first let's talk about his difficult upbringing. So at a young age, he was prematurely thrown out of his nest, where he was rescued by a young Vancouver boy.
Okay.
The boy raised Canuck in a loving household
Named
until it was
Seth
old enough to
Rogen.
fly. Yeah, Seth Rogen raised Canuck. Well, that would just make Man, could you imagine if Seth Rogen figured out how to clear his throat? Like, it's over.
James, I'm better.
Canuck was taken in by a young boy until he could manage and fly on his own. Coddled.
Yeah.
At which point, the boy attached the ankle to his leg and set him free so he could always find his little friend. Since then, you'd think this boy took him in, he gave him a loving home, he showed him kindness. You'd think he'd go off and live a productive life, maybe become a paralegal somewhere and just, whittle away and just be, a productive member of society. No.
No.
He has a long rap sheet.
Oh, dear.
He's known for stealing keys and change and money, snacks. He is
Change
even
and
known-
money?
Yeah.
So what's the change?
Change is hard money, it's Canada, so plastic money.
Okay, I'm just
all I'm
making
saying
sure
is
he's not,
crows,
he's not taking
magpies.
away like progressivism.
He's increased his crimes.
Oh, well, shit. Okay.
Series of progression. Because coins, listen, crows, magpies, they like shiny things, so the coins make sense. But the money, he understands monetary value, and that's a problem.
That's a problem?
Animals cannot learn about economies.
No, they
What?
fucking can't.
We're fucked. We're fucked if animals understand.
We don't even
the economy.
understand economy. Honestly,
I don't.
the money machine go. Brrr.
All right, let's go for what this crow's done. He has dismantled police patrol car equipment. He has been caught fighting hawks along with his accomplice, his murder. He has jumped fare on Vancouver's SkyTrain. He is stealing credit cards, stealing food,
yes.
keys, pens. He attacks postal workers, steals mail, a federal crime, at least in the US, to the degree that the Canadian Post actually stopped delivering to this block for 2 months.
Oh
No way.
shit, that's so dumb.
Wow.
I love this crow.
And his crimes culminated.
I was hype about the bear.
Anarchist crow.
The bear was fun. This crow, I love this crow.
This
He's an
crow is
actual-
a G. I
He's a
love
criminal
him.
and a repeat offender.
I love him.
Well, just you wait, because this crow's actual felony crime is coming up, because this crow in 2016, May 2016, I believe, there was a shooting in a McDonald's parking lot in Vancouver. Police were on the scene,
Oh my
and a knife
God.
was found. Canuck
Wait,
the
was
Crow.
it a shooting or a knife?
It was a shooting, but
shot
there was a
knives.
knife on the scene.
Oh,
There may have been a knife
they were
involved.
playing gun game.
There was a shooting. There was a knife on the scene. Police were investigating. Canuck the Crow swooped down, stole the knife, and flew. He flew about 20 to 30 feet with police in hot pursuit before dropping the knife and fleeing the scene of his crime.
It's a badass
I
crow.
love this boy.
This crow's a felon.
Yeah, but
but also,
Undeniable.
I like him.
he's doing the
Criminals
things that
can
I
go
want.
free because of him.
Well,
Listen,
yeah,
petty theft,
I guess you're
whatever,
right.
like,
I do
fuck
work
the
at the crime
police.
lab, so
Yeah, Sam, this crow is tampering with your job.
well,
He's got
often
crow
the-
fingerprints all over it. You don't know who it is anymore. It might be a crow. It might be a criminal. A human criminal.
might be Joe.
It's
Well-
almost always Joe.
Do you really want to admit guilt? Like, you can plead the fifth. That's
To
your
all
constitutional
crime?
right.
Like, do you want to do all crime?
Do you really want to tie yourself to all these crime scenes?
Because Joe,
Post crime.
I will say right now, Jesus is suburbia. That's what you are
What?
right now.
Bam, 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 bam. Jesus,
But yeah,
Joey just publicly admitted to every crime. I think we can close a lot of
Yeah,
books here. Sam,
every-
call up the
every
state
single
cops
one.
in New Hampshire. Tell them to call every state ever. We got Gary Ridgway right here. So I gotta say, that's what I got for animal crime this time. There is more animal crime, but we really made a lot with about 6 of them, including copy pastas.
I have more.
I have a lot more.
Yeah,
I have a
for a
300-page
later
book from the
episode.
turn of the century.
There are more. So if you guys like animal crimes, please let us know on Instagram. Is the best place to follow
If you have
us.
Or
any
Twitter.
animal crimes to report, let us know
Yeah.
before the
Yes.
police. We want the inside scoop.
If you have been victimized by an animal, you may be due for financial compensation. It's not coming from us, but you may be due for financial compensation.
There
You
was
might.
one time
You might.
that Mimi had to scoop up her dog and flee the scene of a turkey because a turkey fucking chased her down the streets of Cambridge. For multiple
I've-
blocks.
How does a turkey get that far?
I've thought about that before. Would you feel bad if a turkey was chasing you for a long time and you turn around and just kicked it right in the head?
No, it's
Like,
I
really hard.
eat it
Like-
once a
like,
year.
Oh, that's
as a
self-defense.
celebration. No,
Apparently,
I
it
eat
was
it- I
so
eat it almost
aggressive
daily,
that she was
but-
genuinely afraid of this fucking turkey.
I would.
I don't
Well,
even
they're
slow
big.
down
They're
for them
very
in the
large
road
birds.
anymore.
I've
And they're
never
pretty
been in this
territorial and
situation
aggressive.
where a bass follows me. So I'd be very happy if food was just like, I'm coming at you, and I'd be like, oh, okay,
Coming to get you, you're like, great.
sweet. Thank you, Postmates, our sponsor for this weekly episode.
I will say,
It's not
turkeys,
true.
I don't even slow down for them in the road anymore. They'll move.
You just kill them.
For
you
what?
You actually actively try to kill them, children, family
No, they'll move.
members.
No, they really don't.
I promise you, they'll move. I've never hit one
It's-
turkey.
Very much like Hunter.
Wow.
Remember Hunter
They'll
in
move.
Burlington?
Fucking Hunter.
Remember, if the car slows
Yeah,
down,
I do.
he lay down.
He just laid down.
He just sits there. The car keep moving. He gets out of the way.
Animals know that the car's not stopping. Turkeys don't exist in urban and suburban areas without knowing that a car might not stop. That's evolution,
mean,
folks.
There are turkeys near my aunt's house, and they do not get out of the way.
Your aunt lives
Just
like.
keep going. They'll learn.
In
Yeah.
the middle of the woods, I know. I know.
I mean,
keep
honestly,
learning.
and
They'll
you
learn.
could hit a fucking person near your aunt's house, and be fine. Would not be a problem.
Did you know that a fucking peacock broke and entered my aunt's property?
A peacock?
Where
Yeah.
peacocks
peacock.
are in
It didn't get in
fucking
the
Cape
house.
Cod?
Excuse me?
Yeah, it was a parrot, like...
This is
they
an
think
animal
it was
crime that happened to
somebody's
you.
pet.
Please explain.
Yeah, this is
So-
How have we
This
gotten
is a
to this
real
part?
animal
And you're
crime.
just now.
What the fuck?
I forgot because the fucking peacock got picked up by animal control 2 hours before I fucking showed up at my aunt's house. and I missed the peacock, and I was really upset. But there was a peacock squatting in her trees.
Ooh.
Like, squatting as in taking over their home, not squatting as in about to take a shit.
It was probably squatting, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's gotta poop at
probably.
some point.
My dad had to try to corral it, and then
Oh
animal
my God,
control
I would've
finally
loved to have
showed
seen
up.
that. Because he would have
But
been
it
like,
just
oh,
hung
look at
out in her trees.
the sunfish of the sky.
We're not sure where it came from.
Yeah, that's a big question mark in P-Town.
Yeah. What the
Well,
fuck?
no, she's in Brewster. But
But
still,
Well,
it's
that doesn't
essentially no
help.
man's land.
well, because
It's
the
all
people
salt.
that live near her that have peacocks as pets had all of their peacocks accounted for, which is a
Doubtful.
wild thing to say.
All the peacocks.
So is there
account-
like a lot
a
of
wild
peacocks
statement.
for pets? Is that like a thing?
There are two or three people on the Cape that have peacocks as pets.
Why not? You know,
That's
just
like-
fuck it.
All right.
30% of the people that live there year round. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Most people that
Excuse me?
live there year round are also heroin addicts, so
That's true.
Hey.
peacock's not totally out of
Hey.
the question.
That's usually just hyannis. You shut your mouth.
Hi, anus.
It's hyannis and fucking P-Town.
All right. Well,
right.
these are all some regional jokes. I'm glad we have some a personal animal crime, but I think
You're
it's safe
welcome.
to say that this
Sorry
has
for
been another Corona talk with all of you fellas.
Quarant talk.
Oh, dude, that's so funny. I'm drinking Corona too.
Oh my
Wow.
god, look
Oh
at
my
you.
God.
Classy.
Incredible.
Bad.
These
ass.
things, you can't make it up. You can't make it up.
I mean, you gotta support local businesses, so you should drink
Yeah.
Corona.
gotta
local
support.
business.
You gotta support your local businesses. Yeah.
Well, support your local
I-
business.
I'd be really sad if Corona went under because of this.
I hope you folks enjoyed Animal Crimes, and if you did, write in because there's gangs of this shit. Well, once again, stay home, stay safe. If you're on the front lines, fucking, you guys are the best, and we
Yeah.
love you.
Thank
keep
you.
fighting the good fight.
Hell yeah! And if you're staying
Hell
home, you're also
fucking
fighting the
yeah.
good fight. So just have yourself a time. You know, just listen
Stay
to this
home.
week,
Oh,
blow a
can
big
I-
line
can
of
I do-
cocaine, and just party with
Well,
us.
Okay.
Can I do a quick short shout out?
Yes.
Yeah.
My-
Pat Nestor.
Yes.
Shout out to Pat Nestor.
Shout out to Pat.
Pat
but
my
also
sunfish in my heart.
My friend from high school is doing short art videos for his elementary school students. So if listeners, if you have kids at home and want to direct their energy in a more creative vein, if you look up Mr. Hadley and Art on YouTube, you can find some pretty fun educational videos.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we've been talking. I might appear on one of his episodes as a guest
Oh, that's cool.
artist, which is
Check
kind
it out.
of
You
fun.
might
I
you
think
might
you
see
also
Tori
have-
on that.
You got
Yeah.
Amanda and Warren as well.
Yup, I
Some of
also
our
got
friends.
a number of our friends. We have I think 4 of Sam's and my mutual friends
Amanda's
emailing
a
him to be our guest artist.
Fantastic artist, and Warren is holy fuck. Does he know how to paint a Warhammer Mini? Oh god damn!
Yeah, he does.
I don't have any talented friends, but Dolly Parton is doing bedtime stories.
Well,
on
you have
YouTube.
Joe.
That sounds great.
Well, I
think
have
he's very
Joe,
good
but
at
I don't have any
podcasting.
talented friends.
Oh
Fair.
damn, it's rough. It's
Dolly
rough.
Parton,
I
look
drew a
up
picture of
bedtime
John.
with Dolly.
That does look like
That is
John. Yeah.
I've seen more art that looks like me in the last week than my entire life. Thanks for listening, folks. If you enjoy the Quarantalks, I'm glad. If not, fuck you. We're gonna keep doing them.
Even
All right, that's aggressive.
even if you don't fucking like them, fuck you. We're gonna do them.
Asshole.
I'm Josh
Yeah,
Cannon.
much love to all the fans
I'm
out there
Sam
sticking
Harris.
with us through the thick and thin. If you don't like what we're doing, go fuck yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
Who are
You're
you?
entitled to your.
What?
You're
We
entitled
want
to
to try
your
that.
opinion.
We want to try that send off one more
You're
time.
entitled to your opinion,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna take it away from you because
Yeah.
you-
All right.
Let's try it one more time. If you don't like the show, I will fucking.
Oh, no, 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 no,
Take
no,
it.
no, 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 bad, bad, bad.
Whoa!
Bad, bad, bad.
What the fuck, really?
Guys, come on! I'm just one person. How am I gonna?
Thanks for listening. Go fuck yourself. I'm John Cannon.
I'm Sam Harris.
I'm Joe Gutton.
And I'm Toria Ainsworth.
Coming after that number 2 spot, Joe.
Go fuck yourself.
Stay safe.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. We love you.